Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about variables in Java. That means how to declare variables and what are the conditions to give names of variables, and also scope and lifetime of variables. So what's the need of variable? So generally, for example, just performing addition of two numbers, c is equal to 10 plus 20. So in this case what happens, consider I'm executing this program for 10 times. So every time I'll get the same output 30 only. So what's the need of executing for 10 times? But instead of that, if I store this value in a variable, c is equal to a plus b. Now what I will do while executing this program for first time, I'll assign some value 10 and 20 to a and b. And for the second time, I'll assign some different values. Third time, some different values. So like that, this is the use of this variable. That means you can assign a value or you can store that value in the memory. The same way here c is also, in the previous case, c is also a variable which is used to store this value in the memory. That means if you want to store this value, you need some memory. So how that memory will be allocated? You need to declare this variable based on the data type. So here c is an integer data type. I need to provide a declaration here before using that variable. So some amount of memory. So as we are declaring as integer, 4 bytes of memory will be allocated for c, and 10 plus 20, 30 will be stored in c. So this is the main usage of variable. And coming to constant, the value which we are assigning to variable at the time of initialization or at the time of declaration is called as constant. Sometimes we may do like this: int a is equal to 10. Actually this is the declaration, but at the declaration itself we are assigning the value. So this complete statement is called as initialization, and here a is a variable name and 10 is a constant. The value which you are assigning to a variable is called as constant. The constant may be anything. It may be integer constant, it may be double constant, maybe a boolean constant. So based on the data type. So here this is the basic variable declaration. First you need to specify the data type, then followed by identifier. That means the variable name. So identifier is nothing but variable name. The variable name you are calling as identifier, and optionally we can provide an initial value. So within brackets whatever you are writing, this is optional. And so these are the some different example. In the first statement you are declaring only the variables. In the second statement you are assigning the values also. And like that for different types of data types. But whenever you declare a float value, you need to add f at the end of the value to indicate that the value as a float. So that is about variable declaration, and whatever the rules we are following in C to give a variable name, here also same thing. So the first rule is the first letter must be an alphabet or underscore symbol. But I cannot use a digit as a first symbol. For example, I cannot use this name as a variable name. The first letter is 1, number 1. The first digit, the first letter must be a letter or an underscore symbol. And second condition is you cannot use any special symbol except underscore. I can use a underscore b as a variable name, but I cannot use a into b as a variable name. So here star special symbol is not allowed. Only one special symbol is allowed, that is underscores. Underscore you can use anywhere. Initial place, middle place, or at end of the variable. Wherever you want you can use underscore. And the third condition is no keyword is used as an identifier. So we have some keywords like fixed words in the language: int, byte, for, while, break. So all these are reserved words in Java. You cannot use any of these names as variable names. I cannot write like this: int break. So instead of int a, I cannot write int break. Break I am using as a variable name, which is not correct. Why? Because break is a keyword. And the next is length. Length of the variable must be up to 31 characters. More than that we cannot use. Of course we don't use more than that, but that is the condition. So these are the conditions we need to follow whenever we declare a identifier. And coming to scope and lifetime of variables, that means till what point I can access. Scope is nothing but it is visibility of the variable. Till what point I can, that variable is visible. So after that, that will be lost. So that you are calling as scope or lifetime. So now the scope can be defined in two ways in Java. One is global scope and local scope. As we discussed in the previous videos, they have two types of variables in C, that is structured program, that is local variable and global variable. But here we don't have any concept like this. In Java we don't have any global thing, but here we have a global scope and local scope. Scope is global here. Global in the sense, see, the global scope will be given to class variables. Class variables. For example, I am declaring a class int a, then the scope of this variable is within this class, and this scope you are calling as global scope. And I can declare one more variable here, int a, and I am writing a method met1, and within this I am declaring another variable b. Now the difference between a and b is a is having global scope, that means within class, and b is having local scope, that is within method. Only within this method I can access b, but this a I can access throughout the class, which is nothing but global scope. So generally variables defined by a class. So within the class, whenever you declare a variable that has global scope, and within the method if you declare any variable that has local scope. So not only method, any block or any loop. For example, in for loop I can declare a variable like this. Now I is a local variable for this block, and out of this for block I cannot access I value. So this is also having local scope. Right. So that is about local and global scope. We have two scopes allowed in Java, global and local. Global comes under class scope and local comes under within the method. Scope in the sense, out of that you cannot access that. Within that block only the life of the variable exists. If you come out of that block or out of that class, the variable will be lost. So this is about this video, and thank you.